welcome to another one of your Southern California real estate podcast. My name is Albert Ramos. I am your host, and today I will be giving you the breakdown on some of the things that I recommend that you check for whenever you're conducting your home inspection. So let's jump right in it. In order for us to break this checklist down, we're gonna break it from the outside to the inside to the guts of the house. Okay, so let's start off with the exterior. With the exterior, what we want to ensure is that we check the roof condition, including the shingle conditions, the flashing, and the gutters. Ensure that you understand and that you ask, because throughout this entire process, you can be asking questions. You can be asking questions to the seller. You can be asking questions to a real estate agent, to the listing agent. I highly encourage that throughout this process, you hire a home inspector. And when the home inspector is doing his inspection, that you are there present, going over this list that I'm about to share with you guys. So whenever we are inspecting the roof has a lifespan of 30 years. So the main question that you should be asking is, how old is the roof and what was the last repairs that were done? And in case you didn't know, if you get a power purchase agreement about any of the solar companies, or I wouldn't say any of the solar companies, I'm going to say the majority of the solar companies, if you get a power purchase agreement with them, they will go inspect your roof for free. And if you end up picking them with to install the solar panels, they will actually fix anything in your roof either at a lower cost or at no cost at all. So that's a great deal whenever you are inspecting the roof. The next thing that you want to include is, and that you want to inspect, is your sidings, right? And what you're looking for is any type of big cracks that are going from the foundation of the home to the side of the home. That's a big deal because that could indicate that they are structural problems with the property. The third thing that you want to inspect is you want to make sure that all the windows and all the doors actually open up properly, right? You don't want to ensure that in case of an emergency, you cannot open a door, or that the doors don't open completely and it ends up either smashing you or smashing a significant other in the face. Because trust me, it's happened to me in the past. Now, this next one is kind of hard to see. However, this is why I recommend a home inspector to inspect any type of cracks in the foundation and the slab of the home. You also want to inspect your driveways, your walkways, your porches, or any sign or damage or hazards. You want to ensure that your landscaping is draining correctly and it's not having a puddle. Now, let's move on to the exterior of the home. What are some of the things that we want to inspect in the interior of the home? We want to ensure that we inspect the walls for any type of moisture, any type, if it's damp, or if the wall is moving, that can be any type of sign of moisture. We also want to ensure that we check the ceiling for any type of cracks. We want to make sure that we check the floors again for any type of cracks or stains, or any signs of water damage. We want to ensure that we check the electrical system. Make sure that the electrical system is up to code. That is going to be one of the biggest things, that the electrical system is up to code. If it's not up to code, it's not going to be a deal breaker. However, if you are trying to do some electrical upgrades, just know that your electrical panel is going to have to be up to code. You want to ensure that all your outlets are working, that your switches and circuit breaker panel, it's properly labeled and working correctly. Now, you also want to check your plumbing system, including water supply lines, faucets, drains, and water heater. You want to check your HVAC. When was the last time that the HVAC was changed? When was the last time that it was maintenance or service? You want to ensure, because a HVAC is a big ticket item on a home. So you want to ensure that it's working correctly. You also want to ensure that you check the attic or crawl spaces for the insulation or any type of fire hazards. You want to ensure that you check your appliances, such as your stove, refrigerator, dishwasher, washer and dryer, if it's included in the sale of your home. You also want to ensure that you check for your fire safety features, including smoke detectors and fire extinguishers, and carbon dioxide detectors, because if you're utilizing a loan, for example, a VA home loan, the VA appraiser will point those things out. However, those things are relatively cheap to fix. Now, Last but not least, let's move into your garage. If you're not in a condo and you're in a single family residence, specifically here in California, most single family home residences offer our garage, our attached garage. What are some of the things that you want to ensure that you look for into that garage? Well, the first thing that you want to check is the structural integrity, including the foundation, walls, and ceilings. Just also know that you do not want to drill any type of holes inside of the garage or the inside of the home, specifically if you're in a new construction or in a newer built homes, because now what they're doing is they're doing this tension, this metal, this long pieces of metal that are inside of your foundation and inside of your garage, and if you drill them, your home can literally fall apart. And those things are designed in case there's an earthquake, that your house, instead of crumbling, when the earthquake is going, it will actually glide like if you're in the ocean. Also, you want to ensure that your garage door and opener is functioning properly. On top of that, you want to check your electrical outlets and lighting, because remember, a lot of people neglect the garage, and you want to make sure that there is no live wires that are just simply left out on a half-ass job that they try to do. You want to ensure that all of these things are covered in your home inspection, and you want to ensure that these things are resolved before you close escrow, because once you close escrow, it is going to be very difficult, or the reality much more difficult, to resolve these things with the previous owner if you close escrow, specifically if they disclosed it in their disclosures. Because if they disclosed it in their disclosures and you acknowledge that those things were damaged or were not repaired and you agreed to those terms, you are now liable for them and they are not liable for it. And that is going to cost you more money. And I have a different video that I'm going to link right here, so that way you guys can see literally what are some of the things that you guys should budget for whenever you guys are looking to purchase your first home. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you want more information, I will go ahead and link the entire checklist down here in the description below, and ensure that you go to the link in my bio if you have any other questions or you would like me to set up with a personalized home search anywhere here in Southern California. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.